It's lit, huh?
Already lit up like a Christmas tree, Payday. For sure on the Freaky Friday, Homies Overtime podcast. You know how we
All
get
right.
out. It's
All
lit
right.
up already.
Overtime can be Freaky Friday, man. I give you that one. All right.
For sure, man. Tate, boy, you mute, man. I didn't know if he was talking or speaking.
Because I don't got nothing to say. I'm waiting on Tate to take off and run the show.
Hey, man, the live chat said it's Freaky Friday, man. The live chat said it's Freaky Friday.
I want to welcome all of our loyal chat fam, the Homie Nation. Thanks for showing up again for us on Friday for the Homies Overtime. You can catch us live, Facebook and YouTube. If you don't want to catch us live, you don't want to see our ugly mugs, cool. We are also available on audio. Everywhere you get your podcasts, that's Google Podcasts, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Stitcher. Even get it on Safari if you one of them type of people. But without further ado, my homie, Tate, what's happening?
What's up, Pay? Not too much, man. Just, rocking out with y'all for
another hour.
Another 45 minutes, man.
Yeah.
Hey, however long you do it, man, but we good. I know you're gonna bring in our special guest in a second, so I'll let you just get to it, whatever else you got to do, man.
Yeah, let's before we get to that, G.
Yes, sir.
Tell everybody, welcome, introduce yourself to the crew, to the chat fam. Anybody new? This is Big G. G, tell them about him.
Oh, you talking about to the people that's in the live chat right now? Say hello to all the new people?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We got some of the faithfuls. We got Kevin, Carly, George. Let me see. AFL 67. I don't know if I've ever seen that person before, but thank you for rocking with us. We got Afton for sure. George is hanging out with us. T-Bar in the house. Gene Smith said moving sucks. So we got some of the loyals.
Gene, what Gene say last show? He said, "What you waiting on? Hit the light."
Yeah. And it's the same difference. Light it up right now. Mr. Woody C in the building. What's going on? We got a lot of folks over there in that live chat, man. Some of the ones I know, some I don't. But we're thankful that all of you guys are rocking with us on the Overtime podcast. So, Pay, let's do what we do, dog.
Let's do what we do. The live chat is one member short. Our chat fam, one member short this Friday, and that's because he's here with us to go live with us today. Let's talk about some football. As you know him as Tim Lyons in the chat world. He's also a part of the Running Through the Jungle pod with our disposed host, B Dirt, who is probably on his third Lime Ricky as of right now.
Yeah,
Tim,
I see some pictures.
What's going on, man?
What is up, homies? I'm happy to be here. Very happy to be here. I'm glad you guys invited me on to the Overtime show. Thank you guys again. And hey, what's up, chat fam?
Yeah, for sure.
Let's go. We loving it. So, fellas, without further ado, let's get into the first big topic of the week in the NFL world. Thursday Night Football. You can't get no bigger than that. Daniel Jones and the New York Football Giants went and crashed up until that brick wall known as the San Francisco 49ers. They lost, I believe, the game. What was it, 31-12? Was that the final score?
Something like that. It was a beatdown.
All I remember was Debo just going crazy on that last drive. I think he had like 85 yards himself on like 4 catches.
Yeah.
Tate, what impresses you most about that game?
Nothing really impressed me. It went as I expected. It just took a little longer to happen than I expected. I mean, I was surprised that the Giants kept it close through 1.5 quarters.
Yeah.
I mean,
it looked close. It looked close on the scoreboard, but it felt like a gulf.
I mean, you're probably right. You're probably right. The biggest thing I took from that game, though, is that Big G lost Aaron Rodgers and picked up Brock Purdy, and Brock Purdy scored 31 points. But they weren't against me, so I don't care.
He out there hitting for a player. Yeah.
Tim,
for sure.
I know you caught the game. You have any fantasy implications with this game last night?
I have not played any fantasy football this year. No one invited me to play, so it's nice to have that time off, not have to worry about my my lineups going in and all that stuff.
Sometimes I agree with you.
Man, I am envious of you.
All that time. Yeah, I don't have to waste all that time.
I'm so envious of you, Tim. Man, I have to focus 90 minutes before kickoff on Sundays. I set lineups, put in picks. Dude, it is so exhausting, man. I wish I can just sit back, kick my feet up, watch pregame and watch the game without any care in the world. But for the rest of us, we aren't so lucky. That's why my hair is going gray. I'm gonna have to color the rest of it. Tate, you said a thing. Brock Purdy, he's super impressive to me. At first, I used to think it was smoke and mirrors. He's just a system guy. This dude, he coming out there just, I don't get. How did he last to the last pick? He's amazing. I don't get it.
Go ahead, Big G.
Because at Iowa State, they didn't throw the ball. They ran the ball 60% of the time in their offense.
Mm-hmm.
Breece Hall.
Yeah.
Yeah. So people didn't realize and know they had a really good wide receiver named Tim McDonald, who's now in the NFL. But Brock was
they had a nice tight end too. They had a nice tight end.
Yeah, he was all conference several years in a row. So, but
I think that's more what it is. You hit the key word right there, efficient. I mean, he takes what's there. He gets rid of the ball quick. I mean, do we think if he played for the Patriots instead of Mac Jones, he'd be doing anything, leading them to 8 wins and 0? It's the people around him. He's the quarterback, and he's the point guard of the offense. He gets the ball to Debo. Debo take a little 5-yard out and run that joker for 25 yards. Yep. George Kittle did the same thing last night. Christian McCaffrey did the same thing. I mean, I think he's good. I'm not knocking Brock Purdy, but he's never been down like only 2 minutes in the fourth quarter his whole career, like 9 games.
Yeah. So
I mean, I gotta see him when the lights is bright and he got to bring a team from behind. But I think he's good though.
Yeah. He's undefeated as a starter. He's undefeated as a starter.
8-0, right?
Yeah.
8-0.
I thought he was
8-0. If he didn't get hurt. Well, no, that one came when he got hurt against the Philadelphia Eagles.
That's true. That's true.
Hey, Big G.
Yes, sir.
Who what rookie quarterback got the most wins of started career?
Ben Roethlisberger.
Oh, okay. If you ain't know that, man, everybody in the Steelers fans are great. Clown you.
Well, they can clown all they want to because I know what I'm talking about. Remember, I'm a know-it-all, dog. Triple OG, triple know-it-all. Hey, but Pay, so in the live chat was asking for the sign, dog, so I got to give it to him because we're going to swing the fence the other way. Danny Dimes is a scrub, dog. He's a scrub.
Danny Dimes is a scrub.
He's a scrub.
Hey, Pay, can you find out who asked for that sign?
Afton. I'm looking right at it right now. Afton said, "Where's the sign?" And she said, matter of fact, Afton said Danny's a scrub. Afton said it. Afton said he's a scrub. And Afton, you 150% right. Danny Dimes is a scrub. A $200 million straight up scrub. He's a scrub, man. He should not be in the NFL.
A scrub. You know who else might be a scrub? I'm gonna swing it right back to this Purdy thing. This is the last thing I gotta say. Matt Campbell might be a scrub. Mike Campbell, the coach, the head coach for the Iowa State Cyclones, he might be a scrub. He's got all you named off all those NFL players he had on this team, and they do jack in the Big Ten. He's a scrub. But let's go talk about Danny Nichols for a second.
They in the Big 12 though. And
Big 12.
I'm glad Matt Campbell. I think Ohio State was looking at him before they got Ryan Day.
Yeah, they did. They entertained it.
Yeah, they did. Hey, man, go ahead, Pay. I got a question, but I'll wait till y'all get to a more appropriate place.
Danny Nichols. How did we feel about his game last night? I thought he was. I didn't think he was
Nichols. He said
super bad. I thought he was. I mean, he played the way I would expect him to play. I never thought he was good.
Pay, he's a scrub. He's a scrub, dog. That's what he is. He's a scrub. He's not going to get no playoff wins. He might mess around and sneak a team into playoffs, but he's a scrub. He's going to be number 15.
Got one last. He got one last year. So I mean,
number 15 or worse quarterback in the league for the remainder of his career, and they gave him $200 million. It's ridiculous. They gave him $180 million, something like that. They basically $200 million. It's a lot closer to $150 million.
I think he got like 2 years, 82, something like that.
Yeah, it was you're gassing it up, G.
So that's $164 million. That's a lot.
It's not guaranteed though. Only the first 2 years where it's 80 is guaranteed. Tim, how did you feel about Giants offense sans Saquon last night?
The Giants, they have no protection for Danny Pennies. They have no protection for him.
Danny Pennies.
When you're 25 for 37 with 100 and some yards and an interception, 0 touchdowns, that's a problem. If that offensive line is not, hey, I'm a Bengals fan. If the offensive line ain't protecting your quarterback, you're getting too many pressures on him, sacks, you're SOL. You ain't winning nothing. You might as well just stayed home. You might as well just stayed home. And I think that's the biggest problem with the New York Giants is their offensive line is non-existent. It's hurting them bad.
Yeah, it's definitely put together with Band-Aids. I like that. I like that segue you gave me. But before we get there, Tate, what was that question you had?
No, it was about college football, so I'll wait. But I will make a comment though about Danny Nichols.
Danny's Nichols dimes. What is he, man?
He ain't a dime.
Which one
he's
is
just
he?
no sense. He's no sense.
I tell you what he is though.
What's that?
The best quarterback in New York.
Yeah, as of today. Because Zach's
I've never heard a compliment that was. I've never heard a compliment that was also disrespectful. Okay. Tim, you gave us that segue talking about New York Giants offensive line. As a Bengal fan, and for those who may not have heard any of the latest episodes of Running Through the Jungle, what's happening with the protection up there in Cincinnati? And do you think Joe Burrow should sit down for a while to get fully healed?
Well, if you have not listened to Running Through the Jungle, you would have already heard me cover this. So I'm guessing you did not listen to Running Through the Jungle, Pay.
No, I heard it. I listened to it, but I want to put that out there again. This is called a plug in our business. Go ahead there, Tim.
So from what I have been watching for the last 2 weeks, our offensive line actually played very well the first 3 quarters of last week against the Ravens. The fourth quarter, Jonah Williams, right tackle. He was our left tackle problem last year. Was letting pressure get on Joe. But Joe also, as you see, him and his calf muscle has been an issue. My personal opinion on the Joe Burrow issue is he should have never started week 2 and 3. He should have rested for week 2 and 3 and possibly came back week 3, maybe 4.
Facts.
We'd be in a better situation now if he would have rested through the preseason and through the first couple weeks of the regular season. We would have been in a better situation now. Now we're playing this game of, is Joe going to stay healthy? Is he going to get worse? Knock on wood that he does not happen to him like happened to Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
They say it's a calf strain, as we know. And I know there's 2 other guys in here that are in their 50s, and I'm close to my 50s.
Man, why you dying me out my age, bro? You dying my age out, man. What's going on over
there? Hey, Big G, you and Tate are just old as dirt. But anyway. But the thing is that we can be thankful for is just Joe B is not, the age Aaron Rodgers is. So, like I said, Joe should have, and I know you paid him $275 million, $55 million a year. You want to get that guy on the field. He's got heart. He's got, no fear in him. But the thing is I think it cost us games 1 and 2. Right now, it could possibly cost us week 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We don't know. Now we're like, do we play this game? Because this year, one thing I'm tired of hearing is you guys were 0-2 last year. Put that crap to bed. I don't want to hear that. Because last year, Joe was coming back from an appendectomy. There was only up for Joe last year.
Yeah.
This year, he got hurt during the preseason. He played hurt. He tweaked it again on Sunday. There ain't no, well, is he going to get better? Only thing that heals a strained calf muscle is what? Rest.
Time. Rest and time.
Rest. It ain't you unless you hook him up with Aaron Rodgers, juju, smoking in the house. Maybe some miracle worker, some voodoo woman can heal it for him. That's my worry as a Bengals fan. I love my Bengals. Don't get me wrong. I'm not gonna be like, oh, we're screwed for the rest of the season. You never know. You honestly never know. We could open up the run game, which could allow more passing time for Joe. But if Joe keeps continuously playing, he's gonna have a problem throwing the football, stepping into it. That's an issue. Can't step into it. So Jake Browning comes in. Yeah.
He tire fire.
Did you all hear about Aaron Rodgers saying that he's got some sort of secret Achilles procedure that I have him coming back by January?
It ain't happening.
I heard it.
Yeah.
I heard there is an innovative surgery that is actually out there that can, like, they replace the tendon or attach the tendon to something and whatever, and it makes it heal quicker. I don't know if that's fact. I'm not going to say it is, but that's what the rumor mill is. If Aaron Rodgers comes back, if they even make it to the playoffs now, I'll be surprised.
If anybody knows, Aaron Rodgers knows. He up there smoking with them folks and off in the cave on the dark grind, like Landon Roberts. Yeah,
Aaron Rodgers is the king of experimental stuff. I think we can just put it out there. If they told him, like, all right, look, we gotta go to this surgery to fix your Achilles. Hey, I want the experimental surgery. I don't want this standard thing. It's gonna put me out for a week. Give me the experimental, because I like to experiment with anything that's gonna twist my body up.
It makes all the sense in the world from a player standpoint, because what has he got to lose? He's 38, going to turn 39 anyway. If he can make it back and try to have some semblance of be ready to play in January, and they're able to salvage their season and sneak in the playoffs, it's worth it. Because he's going to be 40 sometime.
That's the second thing. Go ahead, Tim.
But do you risk, with his age, him coming back for a playoff game and re-injuring it? And I don't think he'll be there either, Pay. You're absolutely right. I don't think the Jets are going to be there now. But if some chance, because I'm a Bengals fan, there was a chance last year. There could be a chance for the Jets. Zach Wilson could get his head out of his butt and figure out how to play football, and the Jets could get everything together. But anyways, do you risk Aaron Rodgers coming back in the playoffs, possibly getting hurt again, or whatever happening? The next season comes along, Aaron Rodgers is missing for 6 to 8 weeks in the regular season.
Yeah,
man. If they make the playoffs and he can play, he gonna play. I mean, because he's about to be 40. It's coming down to the end of his career. So, like, if it happened, it just happened, and that's it. But I had to give it a try because we was in the playoffs, and I'm starting in the playoffs and sat out the whole regular season. I'm starting in the playoffs. I'm rested. Yeah, I'm injured, but my body everywhere else still the best it's ever felt. So if they could possibly make the playoffs, which they won't, but he would come back if he could.
Yeah.
There's no way they can make the playoffs if you say Danny Canadian Penny is the best quarterback in that city. There's no way the Jets can make the playoffs. If that's true.
Hey, you know what I said the Jets should do? Trade for Kirk Cousins.
They should. They should
trade for Kirk Cousins. He's done in Minnesota after this year anyway. He's done.
But
Minnesota
here's the thing, though, Jay.
Trash.
Here's the thing. They traded the farm for A-Rod. What do they have left to get for Kirk Cousins?
A third or fourth rounder. Give him a third or fourth.
They get their first back because he's not playing the prerequisite percentage of snaps. So they keep their first next year. I think to get Kirk Cousins and get off that money for the Vikings, they take a third, maybe a fourth, and be happy with it.
Yep.
But that's only if the Jets trying to save their season this year.
Yeah.
But his Cousins, like, you know what, Big G, you said that Cousins is done after this year with the Vikings. Is he just done with the Vikings, or is he done?
Oh, no, he's never done. But he's done with the Vikings. There'll be a team that needs a veteran quarterback to come in there and handle their business. He's a number one. Wherever he goes, he's going to start. Wherever he goes.
I can see somebody like Tennessee getting off Tannehill and letting your boy Levis sit behind him another year or two.
Facts.
Go ahead and pay Kurt like $65 million for 2 years. See what but a team like that is what I'm saying.
Atlanta will take him too. Atlanta will take him. If Baker starts being trashed, Tampa Bay will take him. When they get a young quarterback behind him, the Bears will take him right now. They take him.
Sorry, Pat.
Kurt ain't like that, man. You know,
they would
he
not
ain't no
take
scrub.
him.
Yeah, they would.
Hey, man,
they would not. Let me stop right there. Let me stop you right there. They will not trade for a quarterback this season. If they figure out that Justin Fields is not it, you know what they're gonna do? Okay,
draft.
Justin. Yes, lead us to another number one pick, so we can draft your replacement.
Yeah.
Hey, if Kenny Pickett have another bad game, we can talk about swapping places with Pickett and Justin Fields.
Adios, muchachos, my friend.
I'd keep Kenny Pickett before I brought Justin Fields to Pittsburgh.
I think Justin Fields needs a different scenery.
I would too. But I think he do. I'm not saying Kenny do yet.
It is not Chicago. Don't blame even the Bears organization. You can drag them for a lot of things, but this was going on, and I'm just specifically talking about Justin. That's on him.
Hey, you just said they had the worst OC. You just said on the home.
No.
They do. They do.
Big G. Bigger picture than that. The Bears quarterbacks are always garbage.
Yeah, he needs no scenery.
That's what it is, Pay. If Justin Fields had got drafted by Kyle Shanahan instead of Trey Lance, he'd be looking a lot better right now.
Super Bowl. Put him in Atlanta. Put him in Atlanta with Bijan.
You said something. You said something there. You said something, Tate, on our homie show. You said Pickett was just not seeing guys that's running wide open, not throwing the ball. Justin's got that bad. He's been doing this last year.
I seen some all 22 film where he did it just this last week.
He's been doing it since last season. He's just not seeing the field. That ain't got nothing to do with the coaches. That is all him.
You know what? I'm gonna settle this. Hold on, Pay. I'm gonna settle this. How many Hall of Fame OSU quarterbacks are there in the NFL?
That's a loaded question.
Yeah, you just trying to hate him because at the end of the day, how many Hall of Fame Chicago Bear quarterbacks are in the Hall of Fame?
Correct.
One of the greatest of all time.
And I think Notre Dame only got like one in Joe Montana. So
but that's Joe. That's Joe.
Come on, man. That's a loaded question, dog.
Come on, bro.
That's a loaded question.
That was a low-key Ohio State shot.
All right, so let's move out of the NFC. Let's move out of the New York section of the NFC East and let's go down south. I'm gonna leave Danny, and this is for you, T-Bar. I'm gonna leave Danny Pesos alone. Let's go down south and talk about the Dallas Cowboys. They lost their all-pro cornerback this week, Trevon Diggs.
Yep.
ACL tear. Yep. What's you guys' opinion on I'm sorry, let me set that up differently. It was in practice, it was doing one-on-one drills. There's been a lot of speculation about why you're doing one-on-one drills, why you practicing this hard during the season, yada yada yada. What's you all speculation on that? What's you all's opinion on one-on-one drills or practice in general during the season?
Well, you should be going at least at anywhere between 50% and 75% tier as far as practice is concerned. But the issue is at skill positions, they're running constantly. So ACL tear, take it from somebody who's had one, can happen at any moment at any time based on, just going through the motions in a practice. You move wrong or slip wrong or step wrong and get turned or twisted. Hey, away it goes. So it's going to happen. But what it does to the Cowboys is it affects their defense tremendously. They're not going to be able to run press corner like how they've ran the first 2 games with him and Stephon Gilmore. They ain't going to run another All-Pro, maybe top 2 or 3 corner in the league back out there to run at that other corner. They're going to be playing a lot of zone, which is going to affect the pass rush up front because the pass rush was able to get home because they're playing press corner. And quarterbacks were scared to throw the ball over there because they're scared they're going to get a pick. He's already had a few picks. So, yeah, it's going to affect their defense. They ain't going to be all that doomsday mob was talking about. Get up out of here. They ain't going to be that moving forward. They'll still be good, but they won't be doomsday.
Tate, how you feel about going hard during practice during the season?
Man, maybe on the bye week. I mean, and it really depends. Trayvon Diggs is a young player, man. What is this his 3rd year?
Facts.
I mean, so there ain't no reason. He's not like getting vet day off. He's not DeMarcus Lawrence. Yeah. You know what I mean? So he can be, if it's a covering drill, it's not like physical contact. So I really don't have a problem with it. I mean, you never know when the ACL could go.
Yeah.
But I mean, as far as Dallas go, I think they'd be all right in the early part of this. We'll see how it goes because they got that front 7 just get to the quarterback. So, we might can send you out there to cover Pay.
Don't send me out there. I like my ligaments. I don't want to blow nothing. Tim, what's the Dallas Cowboys outlook now after this type of injury?
The thing is with the Dallas Cowboys is their front is so fast. If they can cause the pressure quickly, is missing Diggs going to hurt them greatly? I honestly don't think it's going to hurt them greatly as long as they, it depends on who they're playing against too. The NFC, there's not very good offensive lines out there. The big teams, like the 49ers, the Eagles. But the other offensive lines, if Parsons can get in there or DeMarcus Ware can get in there quickly, it might not be a big factor. That's just how I feel about it. It might not even be a factor, Yeah.
You can't lose an All-Pro and a 2-time Pro Bowler and not have it not be a factor. Now they might can work around
Gilmore as well.
Yeah, they got Gilmore.
Do you think Gilmore's not spending time with those other young kids, trying to get them to, step up?
Yeah, no, I agree, but they're not Stephon Gilmore. I mean, Stephon Diggs, though. Trayvon Diggs.
Right.
The Dallas Cowboys have played man press coverage 75% of the defense. They're not going to do that anymore. They're going to sit in cover 2, Tampa 2, and cover 3. I promise you. At least 50% of the snaps. They're going to sit in Tampa 2 and cover 2. And which affects, because we all know football who's watching this. The defensive backs affect the defensive line. The defensive line affects the defensive backs. So now 1001, 1002, they might not be home and a guy might be open versus 1001, 1002, and they look and the guy's sitting right in his lap. That makes all the difference in the world, man. When you're,
of course, when you're playing zones, zone is zone. You're going to find an open spot or not.
Yeah,
it's literally either there or not there.
Yeah,
depends on what kind of zones are they going into. Are they going to match zones?
Yeah,
are they playing hybrid? Some teams do play hybrid zones. They
do
man, and man a quarter or a wide receiver. Certain receivers. I'm not saying that it's like, oh, it's no big deal, Tate. I didn't. It's not what I was saying. But do I believe that it's going to be like, oh, well, there goes the Cowboys. They ain't gonna be able to do nothing now since Diggs is gone.
Yeah,
they still got that front. They still got that front defensive line or linebackers, however you want to.
That front 7. That's exactly what I said. I said that. But you gonna miss an All-Pro. That's all I'm saying.
Oh yeah, of course. But I'm not saying it's not going to be a factor. Like, oh, it's not going to be a factor. No, that's not what I mean. It could be.
They ain't the number 1 team in the NFC no more.
Oh, they never were. But all right, fellas, great job. let's go ahead and take a break real fast and then come back and get our picks in for week 3. Welcome back to your homies overtime. Thanks for hanging with us each and every Friday. I've got my boy Tate, the homie Big G, and our special guest, Tim Lyons from Running Through the Jungle. You also know him from the chat fam. Fellas, you all ready to get some picks in?
Yeah, let's do this, man.
Let's do this, man. Let's get a quick recap of week 2's pick. B-Dirt, B-Dirt went 4-1 with his picks.
He hot in the firecracker.
Actually, no, I'm sorry. He went 3-2. He messed up he took Chicago plus 2.5. That's a no-go. And he took Washington as the favorites at 3.5. That's another bogey. Tate, you had the best week. I think you went 5-0 against the spread. 5-0.
That sounds about right.
Oh, get up! Come on, keep going, Pat. Come on, man. Come on, man.
Just like my fantasy football. It sounds about right.
Get up out of here, man. Come on, man. Come on, Pat.
That Pittsburgh, that late touchdown by the Pittsburgh's defense saved him.
Facts.
And he also had the benefit of getting all the big spreads last week. He had San Francisco -7, Dallas -9, Buffalo -8.5. He took the surprising one he did. He took Seattle as the upset. That's a good call there, Tate.
Facts. I'll give it to him.
But come on, man. It's tough to take in the NFL. It's tough to take a big spread, man. It's not like college.
Exactly. I like how you said that. G, and I'm gonna ask this to everybody, not just G. Do you all know who Colin Cowherd is?
Yeah, I know of him. Yeah, what's going on?
You all know who Colin Cowherd is. All right. Yeah. Are you aware of his picks so far this season against the spread?
He 0-10.
He's trash. He's super trash.
0-10-1. G, you know you went 0-5 last week, right?
Facts. Straight up garbage. Straight up garbage. Listen, I'll give myself the dumpster fire sign. Bam. I was trash but I told you I don't like doing the spread stuff, man. I just want to pick the game straight out. But you know,
what we do, you know, you did. You said Cincinnati's going to blow Baltimore out. Yeah. Incorrect. You said the Patriots are going to win again. Wrong.
Lost. Yep.
You also said the spread. Nothing to do with the spread. You said the Chargers are going to win.
Facts, lost, L-Dog. All of it, man. You ain't got to run back and reminisce. It was all time, dog. I was trash. I was done. Yeah, you ain't got to remind me of how garbage I am. I am clearly aware that I was trash last week. Garbage.
That's cool, man. That's cool. No shade, man. We all have our weeks. Here and there. All right, so let's go ahead and start off with this week. B Dirt's not here. Let's get his out the way. Go ahead, throw him up there, Tate.
Tim gonna tell you what they are.
Go ahead, Tim. Tell us. First game. Patriots are minus.
My bookie, mybookie.com.
Oh, that's right. The official site for Fans First Sports Network, where you can get all your gambling and all your picks. Go to mybookie.com. They are the official site for Fans First Sports Network. So that's who's providing us our lines. We got our first game for Beat Dirt. Patriots are 2.5-point favorites at the New York Jets. Tim, how's your boy got at that one?
He took the Jets. Yeah, I don't know about that one.
He likes the home dogs. He likes those home dogs. I see it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Jets.
You disagree, Tim? It sounds like you don't like that one.
You know, with what's going on with the Jets right now,
they ain't got no quarterback.
Exactly. I think I'll take the Pats.
They at least have a quarterback, right?
Right. At least they got somebody to throw the foosball.
Mm-hmm. I don't disagree too much, but I'm not going to go too far into this.
No.
Second game, we got Carolina at the Seahawks, and the Seahawks are getting. It's a little cut off right there. Let me go ahead and pull up on mybookie.com on my side. We got the Seahawks are
4.5, is it?
Something like that.
I think 5.5-point favorites at home against the Carolina Panthers. Tim, what did B Dirt say?
B Dirt said the Seahawks.
I agree. Anybody disagree?
And
with that?
I can agree with that. I can agree with that too because we got Andy Dalton starting for the Panthers on Sunday.
Yep. Old Andy.
You all don't like the Red Rifle?
What's wrong with Bryce? What's wrong with Bryce?
Legs.
Yeah, he got I think he has an ankle. Injury. Yeah.
One of his legs.
Yep, ankle injury. But Andy Dalton is starting that game. I do love the Red Rifle. He was a Bengal for many, many years. Could he upset the Seahawks? He could, but I would take the Seahawks as well.
Come on, man. Come on.
I'll take the Seahawks.
Yeah. All right, third game out of 4. We got the Bears at the Kansas City Chiefs. My bookie has this at 9.5 for Kansas City as the home favorite. How we calling that? Now, remember, before you give us this, B Dirt picked the Bears last week as the road dog. How does he see it this time?
I don't know if this is a typo or what, but he picked the Bears again.
Now, as of right now, I don't know what's going on with our graphic, but the Bears have been a 12.5-point dog pretty much all week, and my bookie right now still has them as that. If B Dirt is taking that line at 12.5, I agree. I got some, and we spoke about this on the latest Pay Dirt episode of why you want the Bears on this as an underdog here. But if it was 9.5, I would definitely take Kansas City. Last game, Tim. We got Dallas at Arizona. Dallas is also a large favorite, 12.5-point favorite.
You took the Cowboys.
What you want to do with that?
Which I agree. I
Smart
agree.
man.
I think the Cowboys are going to cover that.
Smart man.
And then
all right, so we got, as a recap, we got the Jets as a home dog. He's taking the Seahawks as a home favorite, and he's got the Bears as a road dog, and Cowboys as a road favorite. All right.
Yep.
Cool.
He got the easiest picks, man. There's some bias going on over there.
I don't know. I still think he's wrong on the Pats pick, but whatever.
That's gonna be a fun game to watch. Not as a fan. Not as a fan. It's gonna be some pain if you're a Bears fan. But if a gambler, that might be a fun game to watch. All right. Tate, you're up next, man. Let's go. You was 4-0-1 as for the correction. 4-0-1. Let's see if you can bounce back again. First game, you got your Steelers at Vegas. Vegas is a 2.5-point favorite. How you see this one?
Man, I got the Steelers with the 2.5. The Steelers gonna win on the money line. They're gonna win outright.
Mm-hmm.
Good pick, Tate.
Okay. Yeah, so road dog will cover. I like that. Monday night game, you also got Eagles, the real best team in the NFC, as a 2-point favorite at Tampa Bay.
Yeah, man. The Baker masquerade is over. It's over. The Eagles going there, and the Eagles, what's his name? Travis Kelce's brother, the center. Jason Kelce. Yeah, man. He said we haven't played well. They've had like team meetings and stuff, and they 2-0, and they talking about this. So I think they're gonna go down to Tampa, Raymond James Stadium, and try and get right.
I wish the Baker masquerade ended a week earlier, but at some point the wheel's gonna fall off that bus. Game for you, Tate. Again, another Monday night doubleheader. We got the Rams at those white hot Bengals. Bengals are a home favorite, -2. How you feel?
Oh, this is definitely my toughest one, man. And we said it earlier on the Homies podcast. It's all contingent upon if Joe Burr is playing, right?
Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
how I feel.
if he don't play, the Rams win. But I got to make the pick, right? So I can't wait till Monday at game time.
Nope. And once if they rule out Joe Burr, expect that line to more than triple.
It'll go up,
favor,
yeah.
More than triple in favor of the
Bengals.
Los Angeles Rams. Yep.
I mean, I'm gonna
Don't do it, Tate. Don't do it. Don't
take the Rams, man, with the 2, just because if Burrow play, I think is a high percentage chance that he don't necessarily finish the game. So, and the way the Rams been playing, that Kyron Williams been running the ball good. Stafford has looked good in 2 games, really, against the 49er defense. They scored like 21 points last week.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm gonna go with the Rams as a road dog, and that's thinking Burrow don't play a whole game.
Okay. Yeah, that's sneaky smart. All right. Before we move on to our third set of picks, I'm looking at the chat and I'm looking at our YouTube page, and I'm only seeing a very few amount of likes. So let's stop real fast and let me remind you all that I can find you, and I will go get those disgusting looking Cleveland Brown white jerseys, and I will put them all over your front yard if you don't go like this video right now.
Toilet paper you.
I will like toilet paper your entire yard with Cleveland Brown jerseys if you don't go like this video. I'm gonna give you count of 5. I'm seeing it go up a little bit. I'm seeing it. We need to go to some more. Also, you all know a fella in the chat fam, Ahmad Bell. He said, and I quote, you can throw this quote up there, Tate, if you want, so everybody else can see it. He said, "Lies. I'm turning this off." I don't know what that's in response to. Maybe it's because I said Philadelphia is the real best team in the NFC and not
That's
Dallas.
Exactly what he's saying.
Is Ahmad Bell a Dallas Cowboy fan?
Hey man, Ahmad Bell can get to kicking, dog. Tate, hit him with the kicking it. Get to kicking right now, bro. He's a biased hater when it comes to the Philadelphia Eagles. He's a biased hater. Get to kicking. Right off the bat.
Ahmad is also a part of our FFSN family. Check out that Cowboy podcast. We are DC4L. Great content. He's got episodes coming out every day. Hard to keep up, but you don't want to miss it. All right, let's go to our third picks. G, you want to stand. You got to make up for yourself, man. Let's go.
Man, I'm trash right now, man, from last week, man. That hurt, man. But I'm gonna try to rectify myself. And I got some hard games, man. So go ahead. Awesome. You want me to read them off, or what you want me to do?
No, I got you. Your first game. This is an easy one. You can't be no worse than Colin Cowherd. This is an easy one. Texans at the Jaguars. My bookie, the official gambling site of Fans First Sports Network. MyBookie.com has the Jacksonville Jaguars as an 8-point favorite at home. How you feeling about this?
Man, the Jags should blow them out. Travis Etienne is healthy. CJ Stroud, he played really well last week. I'm giving the Jags in the points, but they're so Jekyll and Hyde-ish, man. One week they ball out. The next week they trash. So, but I'll take the Jaguars. Let me have them, man, with the points, man.
Okay. You spoke it up. CJ Stroud, Buckeye.
Yeah.
You liking what he's got so far, huh?
Yeah. He's probably the best. I mean, I can't claim Joe Burrow because he's LSU Tiger. Can't do that.
Do it.
So as of right now, CJ Stroud is the best NFL quarterback out of the Buckeyes as of right now. As of today.
So wait, you took the Texans and the points?
No, I took the Jaguars.
Okay. So you don't think CJ can keep them within 8?
Nah, they're just too young, man. They don't have a good defense, man.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I'm not going to argue with you. Your next game, You got New Orleans Saints going to Lambeau Field to face the favorite Green Bay Packers. They are the favorite by 2 points.
Man, give me the Saints, man.
Mm.
Give me the Saints. Give me the Saints.
Road dog.
Yeah, give me the Saints. Give me the road dog. Give me the Saints, man. Mike Thomas showed up last week, man. Chris and they got a lot going on with that rookie wide receiver and with Chris Olave. They got a lot going on over there, man. They just got to make sure that the running game is okay, man. But I like Derek Carr and I like their defense. Their defense is some dogs. Saints defense is for real, bro.
They are. I kind of agree with you there. I kind of agree. New Orleans, I like their defense. I think Green Bay's a little smoke and mirrors. All right. Yeah. Third game, you got those Dirty Birds from Atlanta going up to see the Detroit Lions. MyBookie.com is giving the Lions 3.5 points as the favorite. What you think?
Man, my heart tells me that the Falcons is going to beat them, but I'm taking the Lions. I'm going 3-1-3. Tate, I'm on the bandwagon for 1 week because I got off the Justin Fields bandwagon forever. I'm never picking the Chicago Bears ever again in life. So right now, I'm going to go with somebody else that's close to where I'm at in the OHIO. Give me them Lion boys, man, for the
you know the motto, man.
3-1-3, man. 3-1-3.
Detroit over everybody.
Right. But I ain't been Detroit over everybody. But the Bears, man, just shook me up. So I'm done with them. Give me them Lion boys, man. Give me them Lions.
So you're picking the Michigan team to win this weekend, huh?
Yep. Been a long time. It make my skin itch a little bit, but it's okay.
Big G feel dirty.
I really do. You know I'm clipping this audio to use later. Yeah, last game. You got the Colts at the Ravens. The Ravens are 8-point favorites. This is an easy one, G.
I mean, if the Ravens don't win in there if the Ravens don't go home and smash the Colts, the Ravens are pretenders. AR-15's not playing. Gunnar Minshew's playing. The Ravens, even though they got some injuries, their running back Hill's hurt. Oh, Beckham ain't playing. They still should smash them by at least 10 to 14 points. So give me the Ravens -8.
Okay.
Hey, Pay. You know how you had your old uncles. I love how G mess people names up like he an old uncle.
Yeah.
Big G said Gunnar Minshew.
Whatever the quarterback is, he's trash. He's a serviceable veteran that's been swapped all around the NFL. That's who he is.
Chewing on his tongue. Right, he's probably one of the better backups in the league. I know that's not saying it. It's not saying much, but if you needed a backup, your guy gets hurt in the middle of the week.
Hey, Pay, here's the question. Is he better than Browning and better than Mitch?
Yes.
On both?
Yes.
I emphatically better than Mitch.
Yes.
Browning? Yes.
I've
seen Gardner do it. I've seen Gardner do it. Okay. All right. Our last set. Give them to me. Here's my picks. I got Titans versus the Browns. MyBookie.com has the Browns as a 3.5-point favorite. I'm taking, as you all heard on the homie show, I'm taking the road dog Tennessee Titans to win this game and cover.
Oh, you said that backwards too. To cover and wins. What you saying? Well,
if they win, they do cover because they're the dog. Next game, Chargers at the Vikings.
Game of the week for me.
This is the game of the week. Well, this game, whoever loses this game,
something going down.
They seat turns into charcoal. Whoever loses this game, Brandon Staley, he cannot afford to go 0-3. He really can't.
He can't. Fired. I mean, I think the Vikings coach is safe. Kevin O'Connell's safe, but that could mean Kirk Cousins be gone and they start that tank for Caleb Williams, though.
Staley out of there, dog.
Yeah. I said Kevin O'Connell, if he lose, he all right. They might trade Kirk Cousins.
Yeah. But Staley out of there.
No coaches. Caleb Williams. No coach is all right that's going through a tank job. Once you start tanking, the clock is ticking on your spot. Anyway,
if the owner tell you to tank, what's his name? Ziggy Wolf.
yeah. I mean, Brian Flores said the owner told him to tank once too.
Hey, you know the difference between Brian Flores and Kevin O'Connell? I think
I know the exact difference. And,
okay.
And once Flores said that, NFL said, all right, we're going to take that pick away that you tanked for. Let's go ahead and get it. All right. For this game, my bookie has the Minnesota Vikings as a 1-point favorite. I just got to believe the Chargers figure it out, man. Even without Eckler, Minnesota Vikings haven't looked good in any facet of the game so far this season to me. Chargers got to figure it out. They've lost 2 heartbreaking games. They're right there. I think they get over the finish line this week, get the first win of the season, save Brandon Staley's job. That's my second underdog I'm picking for the week.
Hey, can I ask you a question? The Chargers giving up like about 35 points a game. If it's anything the Minnesota Vikings can do, Justin Jefferson, Jordan Addison, Hawkinson, they can score. That's all I'm saying.
They just traded for Cam Akers too. They just traded for Cam.
That don't mean nothing.
That mean a lot.
He ain't playing this week.
He can't pass protect. That's one of the reasons why he's on a new team. He can't pass protect. If you can't pass protect in the first week you got what you do to him, you're not going to really play. Next game. I've got Bills as a big favorite going into DC. Yo squad, Tate. I'm gonna do exactly what you did last week. I'm taking the Bills to cover this large number. I'm taking it with no shadow of a doubt. I don't think Washington's that good, to be honest with you. They almost lost to Arizona week 1, and they barely won week 2. They are the most fraudulent 2-0 team I've seen in a while.
No. Washington is actually very good, though.
I think that defense is for real, and Sam Howell's numbers are identical to Josh Allen's numbers.
Yeah. Pay. You might want to
retract that one. Smoking mirrors, man. I'm telling you, DC is the Commandos. I don't see it. But circle that game. We'll come back to it next week. My last game, Broncos at the Dolphins. Broncos are. Remember you trash. all off season. You all were telling me, they got Jay Gruden now. They're gonna fix not Jay.
Yeah, Sean
Payton. He's gonna fix Russell.
No, you got to be clear about who was talking that. That was Tate Boy Fresh. I've been saying that Russell's trash.
Big G, I was 5-0 last week, so don't bring me like hey boy fresh. But hey, man, Russ is playing okay minus the fourth quarter. Look at his numbers. His numbers are good.
That is true. That is true.
One thing I said they were still going to be a garbage team.
Listening to him,
but one thing Tate did say was that Russ was going to play better than Joe Burrow this year.
He did.
Right now is fact. Hold up that sign, Big G. Right now, that is fact.
Is it fact? You fact checked it and everything, 100% fact.
Joe Burrow's only thrown for like 200 and some yards, maybe 300.
Right. No, he's got about 200.
Okay, Russ had 300 yards alone last Sunday.
And he's still kissing babies. And Sean Payton told him to cut it out. Told him to cut that joke out. The Dolphins are not. Man? I got Miami. There's their home opener. Miami's going to go ahead and get this game by a touchdown. Now, no fear. I got 2 underdogs and I got 2 favorites, 2 large favorites.
Patrick Surtain intercepts his former teammate too and takes it to the house. Big G burning.
That is a burn.
You taking the Broncos to beat the Dolphins?
I did not say
that. No, I
got Miami.
Patrick Surtain getting the pick 6, but if it was me, I'm glad I don't got this game. But I would take Denver to cover the 6.5.
Hey, man, let me.
You know what? I like. You know what? I'm switching my pick. I like that. Denver keeps it close. Let me change that. Man. I got 3 underdogs. 3 underdogs, 1 large favorite.
Claude Bishop talking about I'm 0-5. Okay, Claude, check this out. I need you to know something, Claude. I'm undefeated picking on my college football show. I know a little bit more than what you think, bro. I'm undefeated.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
We don't know.
Didn't you pick KSU to beat
Never.
Mizzou?
No, we didn't.
We got the tape. We got the tape.
Audio. It wasn't one of our highlighted games. We didn't pick the Mizzou KSU game. No.
Oh, you're right. You're right. I'll shut up.
No, I did not. Nope.
Hey, Pay, let Big G talk about a couple college games this weekend real quick. Then it's time to wrap it up, man.
It's a great college sked this weekend, G. Who you looking at?
It's Separation Saturday, man. We're going to find out who's for real and who's fake after this week. There ain't no ifs, ands, buts about it. I mean, it's highlighted games. I want to maybe say 2 or 3. I got to start with the big one. That's why part of the reason why Tim Lyons is here. We got the Notre Dame Fighting Irish at home against the Ohio State Buckeyes, man. Me and Tim Lyons got quarter time bet on it, 10 minutes on the Know-It-Alls podcast on Sunday, man. I think it's going to be a great game. I think both teams have strengths, and I think both teams are going to play to their strength. I do believe, without a shadow of a doubt, that the Notre Dame defense is going to blitz the brake shoes off Ohio State's offense, and you're going to see press man coverage against Marvin Harrison Jr. and Emeka Buka, which is nuts, because if they beat it, it's adios muchachos to the house. And I believe that Ohio State's defense is going to show up big time against Notre Dame's offense. But Sam Hartman, he's been on the blitzes. He's put the ball on the ground 4 times this year. He's got to be the oldest. I saw a stat today. He's played 50 college football games, man. 50. You could take Justin Fields, Kyle McCord, and C.J. Stroud and combine them together, and they haven't played 50 games. He's an old man playing quarterback. He's a grown man.
He was on that original Netflix series QB1 when he's in high school.
Facts.
He's been around a long time.
Facts. But he's had big games where he showed up against Clemson. I went back and looked at some research. He had a 6-touchdown, 400-plus yard game against Clemson a few years back. But he's laid some eggs in big games too, like North Carolina, Miami, and et cetera, and so on. So, y'all know where I'm going. Hometown, home team, Buckeyes. But, Tim, what you got to say about Notre Dame, man?
All I got to say is go Irish because, Hartman, he's been playing fairly well these last 4 games. They're scrimming. They were playing against Navy and I think North Carolina State was their biggest test. And I told you that, on that Saturday. Yeah, that was their biggest test because North Carolina State has, a pretty damn good defense.
Yeah.
So that was like the test that I was like,
yeah.
But then
it was a game to the fourth quarter.
Well, yeah. Well, it was a game. Yeah, it was about the fourth quarter. It was, but that hour and a half time delay because of the lightning strike. It makes players slow down. Time to got to get warmed back up. Then we end up winning 40-20 something, whatever the hell it was. I'm gonna say go Irish. Yeah. And guys get ready for Big G to pay up.
I'm gonna just say this. Notre Dame's a better team than OSU this year. Tate, you told me the layout for Big G so he can talk about some games. And wouldn't you know, he talked about one game, and it's the dudes in scarlet and gray. That's
22 years old, Deion Sanders did something that no athlete had ever done before, and to this day has never been repeated. On September 5th, 1989, in just his 13th MLB game, he went 3 for 5 with 4 RBIs, 2 doubles, and a home run. And then 5 days later, in his first NFL game, he did this. This man really hit a home run in an MLB game and then went and scored this touchdown in his first ever NFL game. Primetime was different.
Hey, listen.
Prime time, Big G. That's what we waiting on.
Oh, I know.
Come on, man.
But no, that's the deal. Prime also did something. He had a home run and played in the Super Bowl. He played in the World Series and the Super Bowl in the same year, too.
Talk about the game, Big G. We short on time.
So listen, man. I said that they were going to go 3-0. I called it on my college football show. But this is the week Deion takes an L. They don't have enough in the trenches to go to Eugene, Oregon, and win the game. It's going to be an electrifying game. Prime is a great coach. Colorado will probably win between 7 and 8 games this year and go to a serviceable bowl. But I don't think they can win. But however, I will say this. If he goes to Eugene, Oregon, and pulls out a dub without Travis Hunter, look out. Because college football has changed forever at that point.
Hey, Big G.
They're 21-point underdogs.
If Ryan Day lost to Notre Dame and lose to Michigan at the end of the year, and they fire him, would you want to bring in Coach Prime to O State?
Right now. Right now, I wouldn't even, whatever we got to pay him to get him. Because guess what? When he shows up, he's bringing his Louis. He's bringing the Louis right there with him, man. Right now, I'm taking Prime. Prime is changing the landscape of college football, period. He's really having that type of effect because you'll see the transfer portal move like you've never moved. And
I agree. I mean, we should have gotten all this earlier though. But real quick, Big G, does Oregon cover? They favored by 22, right?
No, they do not cover. No, they do not.
So Oregon not gonna smoke them.
No, they're not gonna blow them out.
You told me 10 points is a smoke. Oregon can get them by 10.
Oh, I think that, but they're not going to win by 21 points.
No, I don't believe that either. I don't believe that either.
Last game when you talk about is the Clemson Florida State game.
Yeah. Yes, that's the game of the week. Gee, come on, what you got?
That ain't the game of the week, but yeah, it's a good
game. So and they come on at noon.
12. So this is the end of the era for Dabo Swinney. It's over because Dabo Swinney does not have the connectivity to college athletes like how he used to have. And Florida State, for the first time, has SEC trenches on defensive line and offensive line since they won the national championship in 2012, by the way. And they have a kid that's a gamer that's playing quarterback, and they might have people keep saying that the best wide receiver in college football is at OSU. No, it might be down in Florida State. They have that might be the best wide receiver out there in college football. For real. He really might be.
I just heard Marvin Harrison Jr. the best wide receiver prospect in 20 years.
I understand prospect, but I'm talking about to win the Biletnikoff Award and being the best wide receiver in the country. That kid at Florida State is
that's
nice.
Because Marvin Harrison sharing with Ibuka and 2-3 running backs. But go ahead, man.
But Jordan Travis, I think Florida State plops Clemson. They pop them, and they move on. This is the end of the turn. This is the turn.
I won't go that far, but Florida State should win this game.
Florida State should win, but Florida State struggled against Boston College and Boston College last week. Clemson has much better talent, and I think Dabo can get them up to make it a game. I don't know what the spread is, but I would take 2.5 the underdog. What is it?
I looked, it was 2.5.
Yeah.
Ooh, I might not take that though.
Yeah, exactly.
I thought it would be like about 4.
Yeah.
But yeah, all right. Well, we got to check out all these games tomorrow. I just want to see. I don't care who it is. I do care who it is, but I want to see one of you or Tim in the corner on Sunday. That's all I want to see.
Down goes Bama tomorrow too. Down goes Bama.
Yes.
Down
Bama
goes
lose again.
Bama. Ole Miss pops Bama. Down goes Bama.
And all right, man. That's been a great OT. Fellas. You guys brought it today. I appreciate it. Tim, thank you for showing up in relief. We had to call in. We had to go to the pen. Tim came in and gave us a shutout. We appreciate you, Tim.
Thank you.
Where can we find you?
Invite, guys. I appreciate it. I'm here for you guys whenever you need me.
Love it.
Yeah.
Where can we find you, Tim?
You can find me at Sir Crunkness on Twitter, or you can find me on Facebook. You can also see me on Running Through the Jungle with B Dirt and Justin Lacey.
Nice.
Excellent.
FFSN in the building.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
It's a family thing. Let's go ahead and close it out. Fellas, see you all next week. Peace.
Go Bucks.
Peace.
Go Irish.